When you did your interview with VladTV, did you not talk about Joe at all? Because that interview is mad short.
Hell yeah, I talked about Joe. That nigga cut me off with that. I went deeper in Joe.
Pause.
I remember when he was asking me about this, yeah, no did he. When he asked me, remember when you go to Vlad, he got you on a screen, a little screen, and you sit down wherever he places you, and you're in the studio, and he's not there with you. I don't know where he's at. He's not in the other room either. That nigga's somewhere in his house or somewhere else, or office, and he's doing his interview via fucking whatever the fuck, telecom shit. So he's asking me things, and I see him, and then we get to the Joe situation, the topic, and I guess he got no respect for Joe. He fuck with Joe, but he still asked me to do my side of it, and I told him, and I was getting a little cocky with it. I was like, yeah, because I'm for real about it. I'm like, yeah, but we ever gonna reconcile? Me and the nigga have to sit down and fucking in front of each other, man. With a couple of knives or something, I'm out. I might get mad and stab him in the fucking thigh, and then what I'm saying, and it get out of hand, but it'll be between me and him. And he was like, he put his face with it, like he didn't believe me. Felt that a little funny, right? And I asked him because we had a little like, wait, what was that? And we had a little, I'm just saying, I said, no, that's for real. Like, we had that conversation. It was like, that's for real. But he cut that out. He cut that out of the interview. He never put that interview out. And it's not even a full interview with me and him. It's only pieces.
How long was the interview? Like 2 hours?
2 hours, 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, because he only put out like, I think like an hour.
I felt the little bond. I felt the little bond with him because he came here when he was 5'2", from Ukraine, from Russia. Remember back in the days, it's just kind of same time with Cuba and the Russia was together. So we were speaking on those topics and thought it was a little, gaining a little, extra like immigrant love with each other. But, Vlad is Vlad. And then later on, remember Charlie Rock asked me to do an interview.
Wait, before we get into that though, because he only put out like 1 hour of that interview, really. Like there was a lot that was missing.
He did it in clips. He probably got the call after he did it.
No, because what's so crazy though is like, I just can't imagine you being on a large platform like that at that time, especially, right? Because it was a while back, like, and not talking about that situation. So when I saw that, I was like, this is weird, bro. Like, how could you not? Like, yeah,
he cut that out though. He never put that out.
Because I know he was doing interviews with Joe around that time.
Yeah, that's when he started chilling with Joe.
But then,
so at the time that,
but like recently,
another infiltration with Joe had to oversee it, probably give him the nod that, don't put that shit out, don't get none of you. So he put whatever he put. Yeah, but then after that, he never contacted me no more. After he became friends with Joe, I seen that transition right there. I seen that too, when they were getting close and all of that. And then,
but then Joe dissed him in the past few years, though. You didn't see that?
I don't know.
Yeah, where he said,
remember he got beat up. He got beat up by fucking
Rick Ross.
But Rick Ross is entourage and he sued him.
Right.
So what I'm saying, at the end of the day, it's like, he's not the toughest nigga in the world either. Like, you put some pressure on Vlad, like if he's scared of you. You know what I'm saying? That's why he always got the boozies and my songs to be his coach, because he wants to get that street cred too. So you know what I'm saying? So he plays that line. I like Vlad, to tell you the truth. I like his journalism. So, he's looking, they're going to show you who they are. At the end of the day, he got caught and said some wrong shits too. But the situation with me, where I thought I had a relationship with him, when we were cool like that, because he, interview, he got a lot of views on those shits. And I appreciate him for letting me have that and saying my story. But I thought we was like cool with each other. We had a good, positive rapport. So then Charlie Rock.
But what I'm
let me work my way.
But what I'm saying though is that when in the past few years, Joe started.
I gotta pee. Get the fuck out. Now I gotta pee.
What I was saying to you though is that Joe in the past few years, he said, "Oh, I used to do interviews with Vlad and everything." Then he started making videos dissing me for no reason, and it's like I've never seen Vlad make any videos dissing Joe at all.
Never. I never seen it.
Yeah.
But that's what he do. He puts a leash back.
So
maybe he found out that. Maybe that's why he found out that I was there. And he probably seen it for the first time. He felt that way because he didn't know Vlad interviewed.
No, because he did interviews with him after that.
I know, but I don't know if Joe knew that he interviewed me. Maybe he was like, a blister, you know.
I don't know, but then Nori had his issues with Vlad. Then they squashed it or whatever, you know.
Yeah, they all work together with the bullshit, you know. That's probably derived from that. Joe made it up just because Nori had, you know, keep each other. They fucking 69 each other.
Because I interviewed, I interviewed Big Lou recently, and he was talking about how he used to be really cool with Vlad, and Vlad hosted his mixtape, right, Goya Product with the Twist of Soul Food, and when he went into his situation with DJ K Slay, Vlad was promising him, "Oh, I'll interview you after K Slay," but he never interviewed him, and it became like a whole thing where Lou was like, "Fuck you now" and stuff.
Yeah, they put the stop on him already.
Yeah,
that's what they do. They work together and doing that type of shit, bitch ass niggas. Can I tell you the Charlie Rock story with Vlad before you leave?
Oh, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
You see that? You fucking prick. You about to forget it. That was important because I thought I had a good rapport with Vlad because I did the interview and he got, you know, good shit and whatever. So now Charlie comes and he wants to get his story out. You know what I'm saying? When he came out, he was doing his podcast and all that. He was like, "Yo, Q, you got Romeo. Can you get me on Vlad? Because Goya got him on
Doggy Diamonds.
On Doggy Diamond and all that." So, you know what I'm saying? And then he asked me that, "Yo, can I get a Vlad?" That's when me and him, we were speaking a little bit more cooler. So I said, I'll check it out, my nigga. I'll reach out for you. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I didn't ask that nigga for a long time to do an interview with me and all that shit. And I was getting hot with our interview. So I reached out to him and I texted him in the IG, I think. Yeah, in IG. And I said, "Yo, Vlad, what's up, homie? How you doing, brother?" You know what I'm saying? Listen, you got any positions that we could go? Charlie Rock wants to get a story out. You know, and it's been a long time between me and you catching up. And this is when like Charlie broke out with his podcast and he was saying stories, so he was getting hot too. So I was like, "Yo, we could catch up. We could do a double interview, you know what I'm saying, with us on your show and get it popping so we could get some, you know, some traction." It was like, "I'm sorry, we're not taking any interviews at this time." Treated me just like that. Thank you for you know, reaching out to me, but I'm sorry. He just give me that. So he didn't want to give that, you know, he didn't want to put his podium to us because I don't know why, but
because of Joe.
No, definitely because of Joe. But I'm just saying, I didn't know where. But then I started, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they're showing you who you are, who they are. So it's like, okay, so he didn't want no parts of it, basically, they're saying. So what I'm saying with that is like the Rick Ross shit came out again. Like he got beat up. He got, you know, they taught him a lesson already in his head. So it's like, this shit is not something for him because he might catch backlash from this and he's staying away from it. But that's a big fucking podium. You know what I'm saying? To have people on at the time. So right there, I already knew like this nigga's being controlled and manipulated by fear. But you know, he's not a journalist that's gonna go out there and get a story out, you know, which is a true story, but he's not gonna expose certain people out of fear. So that's what I'm trying to say. He's already been compromised. You know what I'm saying? And probably the reason they let him go back in the game is because he had a special, you know, he played it a certain kind of way, where it's like he got to obey certain things or certain people, you know. But so that's what it is.
Well, what if he just wasn't interested in the story because he saw so much Fat Joe content already?
Well, but you letting Joe get on? You letting Joe get on talking?
But Joe not talking about you or talking about Charlie.
Well, you could do it. Then he could direct the. I'm saying an interview. I didn't want him to be, maybe because the Charlie Rock coming out and he's saying the stories, maybe he didn't want that, but tell me that. But Q, I want to do an interview with you with what's going on in your life. You could have a follow-up. Never again. Never reach back again. Never. And then Math, Alpha, you got Vlad, they all conglomerate all together. You know what I'm saying? DJ, this nigga, Joe Buttons, they're all together. They're all together. You know what I'm saying? And Queen's Flip, I called him Green when he was just starting. So he, you know, we did that interview with Queen's Flip. But after that, them niggas all together. You know what I'm saying? And once they get to the Joe level, Joe controls them. You know what I'm saying? And he sets the narrative of what he wants out. And that's it. You can see that. You can see that. People are entertained by it, whatever. But those that are in effect, like niggas like me, is another. A lot of motherfuckers are You know what I'm saying? I'm caught up in situations like that. I'm just vocal about it. But I know the strategic game that they do behind the scenes. And I'm just trying to let y'all niggas know, the audience know, this is how they do it. So, it's, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, it's whack because it affects hip hop at the end of the day. It affects people personally at the end of the day when they hold back or they work in that type of Illuminati, you know what I'm saying, where they only about themselves and then they all like get together to shit on somebody that they don't like. You know what I'm saying? And that's not how, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be one-sided like that. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot one-sided like that in these days. And that's too much power for a little group to have, for anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a free market. It's music. You know what I'm saying? It's about the story and life of an artist. Who's the next nigga not to tell you the story? Like, anyway, that's what you get when you don't get real artists. You got fucking little hustlers that they hustle. They know how to do the hustle thing, put their work behind things, but they don't got the heart as a musician to be really out there and explaining their story. That's what the audience want to see, is the artists and their chemistry and their artistry be exposed. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's real stories that happen, you want the truth to be out, not the narrative that the liar is setting for you. So, you know, that's what it is.